What's going on, guys? Somebody's Gun here. We just had a new POI added to the map, Covert Cavern. It is the best POI as far as loot goes. It has such a diverse loot pool as far as different kind of chests, slurp barrels, ammo boxes, and you also have a vault included in here. It is going to be such a hotly contested spot. It reminds me of the grotto. Luckily no mythics, but we'll see. Now let's talk about it, see what the pros and cons are. If you enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get right to it. Let's start with a quick overview. We have 37 total chests, and then you're going to have 13 different IO chests. And if we look into the vault, there's going to be so much more loot, including 4 IO chests, 4 supply drops, multiple different smaller vaults, and ammo crates. Now, outside of that, we also have a ton of floor spawns. It's going to be 212 different floor spawns that are spread out throughout the POI. That is so many opportunities to find launch pads. Not only is there going to be loot, there's also going to be coolers that you can find. There's 6 different coolers spread out throughout the POI that allow you to get chug splashes. You also have a ton of ammo boxes. We have 100 total ammo boxes. And if that wasn't enough, we have 34 slurp barrels. That's 340 HP worth of health or shield. You also have 1 slurp truck. Overall, this POI is absolutely nuts, but let's take a minute and talk about the pros and the cons of this POI. So starting off with the pros, we're going to have obviously all of the loot. There is just so much loot, it is ridiculous. Now, on top of that, you also get the vault. Even if the vault wasn't included, there would be a ton of loot here, but on top of all of the loot, you also get a vault with 4 supply drops. That is absurd. You also have the ability to get free shield from the loot barrels and the slurp trucks. Additionally, it's on a high point on the map, so after you're done looting, all you have to do is go up to the top of the mountain and you're already in one of the best positions in the game. Next, it also is a great position for the northern mountains to grab those positions if zone is pulling to the north. If not, you still have good rotates out with quad crashers and some cars nearby, not at the POI, but they're nearby. And lastly, again, it's a splittable POI. There's so many different pieces at this POI where you can just grab some loot and then walk on out of there. So let's talk about the bad things. We got the good stuff out of the way. Now, what are the bad things to landing here? First of all, it's going to be chaos. Every single game, there is so many players landing here, and that's going to continue based on how much loot is at this POI. Whether it's arena, pubs, open tournaments, you're going to see a lot of players here, and you know, occasionally you'll get lucky and no one will wind up landing here, but more often than not, you're going to get multiple players, multiple teams, and have to fight your way out of there. Secondly, the materials are meh. They're not really that great. You can get metal. The brick is actually super quick and farmable on the outskirts of this, but the wood and the metal aren't super efficient. There's almost no consistent wood. So you're going to have to move out of the POI to get some wood, and the metal is super inefficient, so it's going to take time to farm. Lastly, you're in the middle of a cavern. You don't know if players are around you. You really have no vision on what's going on the outskirts of this. So easily going to be rotated into, and players are going to want to rotate in here. With the vault, people know you can't take all that loot. So they're going to come look, see what's going on, and check and find if they find a player or if they find extra loot. You got to be careful with that because you're going to run into situations where you're getting third party, multiple teams are running at you from after you've already won the POI. So those are the downsides to this. So I told you I'd show you some strats and where you want to land. Now, shout out to Nick A30 because he's really the one that posted this and gave me this idea. What you do is you hit the top of the mountain, you slide down and jump into the water. Now be careful because you will go down to fall damage if you land on the land. Then you could hit the bottom of this building and you're in a really good spot because of the barrels, the chests, and all the loot you're able to grab quickly. Now, in addition to this building is where you want to land in general. You want to avoid all the chaos on the outskirts of this. You want to get yourself in one of these corners. That way you can work your way out. Instead of trying to fight from multiple different angles, you want to position yourself in one corner of this POI and then work your way out of this area and fight from there. Do this, land with your teammate, find a spot that you think is best for you. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, because honestly, there's a couple of different outskirt areas that I think you can land at as well. But make sure you're getting some of the top tier loot within this POI. Otherwise, you're missing. Well, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found this helpful and figured out whether or not you wanted to land at Covert Cavern or not. If you didn't, then, you know, you can always go land somewhere else. And hey, not my problem. I'll have some more POI analysis videos coming out here in the near future. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. My name's Somebody's Gun. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Look at me go.